Timberwolves continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Boston. It's a disappointing segment of the season for this team, no doubt about it, as the losing streak has continued, guys, to grow.
Yeah, and they just look sort of lost out there lately. They're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen.
With the step back, Holiday, and the layup is good. Both these sides, Doris, are very stout on the defensive end. Scoring might be tough to come by.
Well, you have two coaches who believe that championships are won with outstanding defense. So, number one, you try to contain the ball. If a rotation is required, it is on time and on a string, and they challenge every shot. Just special defensive units.
Edwards looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. We're about 1 minute into the first. Now Tatum, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. It's stolen by Edwards. Conley with it, picked up by Brown. And that one drops for him.
If there's an opportunity in transition, Mike Conley will seize it. Well done for the easy one.
Doris, lots of people are excited to see how this Timberwolves team progresses.
Certainly, Kevin, you have to admire what Anthony Edwards showed you in terms of those exciting young players. He proved he was more than capable of elevating his responsibility. And when you think about their postseason, you ran into Nikola Jokic and the eventual champs. You can live with that.
Now here's Tatum. And then Brown with the dunk.
Now, Jason Tatum has become an extraordinary passer. This guy knows the attention he draws, just gets his teammates involved.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
It's Brown with the drive. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here.
Timberwolves substitution.
Here's Tatum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. No doubt, Greg, Jason Tatum is an all-NBA player, and this guy continues to improve.
And JT's scoring average increasing in each of his first 5 seasons. I just love how he gets to the line more, being more aggressive. Tatum was the guy on a finals team at just 24 years old.
Now here's Anderson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Stolen by Anderson. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Edwards. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
How about that handle? The dribble drive by Anthony Edwards, so tough.
Pass to White. Outside Tatum. For 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Now here's Holiday. And rebounded by McDaniels.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Here is Conley. Provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Celtics trail by 4. The kick out to Tatum. Back back to Holiday. Tatum on the wing. He had 27 points last game. Comes up empty down low.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Substitution on the court.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. The kick out to Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. Banked in off the glass.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Pritchard. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. To the inside. And the basket by Horford.
Well, efficiency of movement makes Al Horford successful. Gets room to shoot in these sets.
Inside. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Now here is Horford. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Substitutions for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, Delano Banton.
12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Tatum. And the shot is long. And so it's Minnesota with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take it. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
In the 2016 and 17 draft, GA, Boston ended up with the 3rd pick overall both of those years.
And they nailed those picks, getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum back-to-back, setting up their franchise for years.
No good on that.
2 shots.
So much fun indoors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end. I love that Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second.
Now, Reed.
Celtics trail by 7. Down low. Floats one. And the layup good by Tatum. Tatum's got 6 points.
It can be a very difficult thing to check Jason Tatum because of the multitude of ways he can score it. Give me the floater game, JT.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Minnesota leading by 5. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Milton. Anderson outside. And Tatum pulls it down.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here we are, Greg, getting into the thick of this NBA season. How big of a challenge now is the travel?
Oh, it's a huge one. The reality is all those flights take a toll, so you got to be smart with your sleep schedule and recovery.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Conley with it. This game out, he had 14. Here's Gobert. And no good. Great D that time from Tatum. Brown outside. The 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Back to Holiday. Left side, Brown. And there it is for him. Brown's got his second basket.
Boy, the quickness of Jaylen Brown on the drive. He makes it happen in an instant.
Gobert, the screen. And here's Edwards from the arc. Celtics trailed by 3. And Greg, the massive contract extension for Jaylen Brown this past summer. For a time, the richest in NBA history.
You gotta pay to play, or in this case, to contend for titles. With Tatum and Brown, the Celtics have that opportunity.
Tatum's shot is off.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boston's timeout.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. So the Celtics call timeout, their first. Celtics trailed by 5. Holiday attacking. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Now here's White. Last time 14 points for him. Shot clock at 3. There's Porzingis. Boston, no good that time either.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
There's the lob to Towns. No good on that one.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought, for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Conley off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Brown, no good. With his first shot attempt, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Timberwolves leading by 3. And Greg, the way the Celtics have approached this season in terms of intensity, I think they clearly feel, though, they have unfinished business.
They've been so close to a title for a number of years. They've even been title favorites at times. It's part of the maturation process, as excruciating as it may be.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says, we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
One thing you hear nowadays, Doris, is that there's not enough defense. Do you agree with that?
I don't in this way, Kevin. I believe we must redefine what quality defense looks like. The floor is so spread, the skill level and shot making so high that I think it is much more difficult to guard in today's NBA. Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Pass to Porzingis. Trying to find White, gets it to him. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. And Tatum hammers it home.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it.
Timberwolves leading by 5. There's the lob to Towns. Porzingis with the steal. One-on-one here. On the wing, Holiday. Back to White. And here's Tatum for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Tatum on the wing. Over Edwards. Tatum gets it inside.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
So both teams changing it up here. Celtics trailed by 3. Tatum on the wing. For the tie. Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
There is a deceptive quickness with Jason Tatum. When he's attacking the basket, it puts the defense in a compromising position.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
Here's Conley driving in. Doris, what we appreciate about the Celtics, typically they take good shots, like in the regular season. The record reflected that. The postseason, though, last year, a little different story.
Kevin, they certainly have a coaching staff that is highly analytics driven, which obviously means very heavy emphasis on those 3-point shots and the ones right at the rim. But, you know, typically in the postseason, defenders take away your best options.
Here's Pritchard. Good on the 3-point shot. Pritchard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a 3.
Pass to Hauser. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, for a man his size, Towns does a sensational job running the floor.
Out to the wing. This one for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Pass to Reed. Back to Conley. Here's Milton. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Pritchard. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Minnesota on top, up 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here is Edwards. Anderson the screen. Edwards drives in. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, in pick and roll action, you've got to be aggressive as a scorer. Anthony Edwards with the bucket.
Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Tatum. Launches it. There's Tatum's range on display.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Here's Alexander Walker. Driving inside. And he lays it straight in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Tatum. Over in the corner, White. Front past the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And here is Milton. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Right side Tatum. Another shot. Here's Brown. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And here is Conley. Drives to the hoop. Stolen by Holiday. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. He's off on that one. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Stolen. Over in the corner, Brown. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Minnesota leading by 7. Now Conley. There's the lob to Towns.
Guys, that is what you call two physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Tatum on the wing. Shoots over Towns. Money from the wing. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Minnesota calls timeout. With an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
Here he goes. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Celtics making a switch here. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen with the Timberwolves?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
Over in the corner, White. The three ball. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Minnesota.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Conley.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. It's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is #1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Pritchard, no good. Fires from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Lets it go from the wing, and it falls.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke,